Hello, and welcome back to the Bookish Key. I'm Elly, and this is a space where we talk about books as experiences, not just what we read, but how reading feels in our everyday lives. Today, I want to see with a question that I think many readers have asked themselves, sometimes quietly, sometimes with guilt. Do we owe books a full read? There's something interesting about the language we use around reading. We say we owe it to books to finish it. We say we owe it to the author. Sometimes we even say we owe it to ourselves. And that idea can turn reading, something deeply personal and often intimate, into a kind of responsibility. As if every book we open becomes a contract. I think a lot of this guilt comes from how much effort surrounds books, the time spent choosing them, money spent buying them, care taken to add them to our TBRs. And once we've invested all that, stopping can feel like wasting something. Time, potential, maybe even parts of ourselves. But effort alone doesn't mean a book is right for us. And finishing a book doesn't automatically make the experience meaningful. I personally like to think of reading as a relationship. Some books meet us at exactly the right moment. Others don't, and that doesn't mean they are bad books. It just means that connection isn't there right now. And just like with people, not every relationship needs to be pushed until the end to be valid. Sometimes recognizing that something isn't working is the most honest form of engagement. There's often this assumption that finishing a book is the only way to respect it. But I don't think that's true. Sometimes reading half a book teaches you exactly what you needed. Sometimes a few chapters are enough to spark a thought, a feeling, maybe a question. And sometimes stopping is an act of care for your time, your energy, and your love for reading itself. Putting a book down doesn't erase what it gives you. You still spend time with it. You still listened. You still tried. And choosing not to continue doesn't mean you failed as a reader. It means you trusted yourself. Reading shouldn't feel like a test you're trying to pass. So, in the end, do we owe books a full read? I don't think we owe books completion. I think we owe ourselves honesty. Honesty about what holds our attention, about what nourishes us, about what reading means to us in this moment. If you've ever stopped reading a book and felt guilty about it, I hope this episode reminds you that your reading life is allowed to be soft, flexible, and kind. Thank you for being here while opening another small key with me today. Until next time, read gently.